My name is Faith. I've been married for 10 years. I married at 24, and honestly, I used to think I was one of the lucky ones. My husband and I didn't have the kind of marriage you hear horror stories about. He was calm. He was reliable. He always came home on time, gave me money whenever I asked, and never raised his voice. No drama, no cheating, no stress. I used to tell my friends, God really blessed me with a peaceful home. But today, I'm sitting in that same peaceful home, and I feel like a stranger in my own life, because of one stupid mistake I made, because I used my own hands to tear my marriage apart. It started like a joke. A colleague at the office was ranting one afternoon. All men cheat. I don't care what anyone says. They're all the same. I rolled my eyes and smiled. I told her, not all men. My husband is different. He's not like that. But she didn't believe me. She laughed in my face and said, let me message him. Let's test him. You'll be shocked. At first I hesitated. But then I thought, what's the harm? He won't fall for it. This will just prove how faithful he is. So I gave her his number. She messaged him. He didn't reply. Not that day. Not the next week. Not for 3 weeks. I felt proud of my husband. See, I told you he's not like that. Then, one day, she came to work with a strange smile on her face. He replied, she said. I felt a little knot in my stomach. What did he say? I asked. She showed me their chat. It was normal, just friendly, nothing serious. But every day after that, they kept chatting. Little by little, it became flirty. Jokes turned into compliments. Good mornings turned into good nights. She suddenly stopped showing me their chats. She became secretive. She avoided me at work. And then, she just quit her job and moved to another city. No goodbye. No explanation. She even blocked me on social media platforms. That's when I knew something wasn't right. One night, I did something I had never done in our 10 years of marriage. I picked up my husband's phone. I wasn't even sure what I was looking for. But deep down, I already knew. And when I opened his chats, my world shattered. They had been dating, not just flirty messages. I mean full-blown affair. She even told him that I was the one who sent her to message him. But my husband, he never confronted me about it. He knew. He knew I set him up, and he said nothing. That silence broke me more than any words could. Lately, I've noticed my husband is different. He's not as warm. He still comes home. He still provides. But he's distant, cold, like something in him shut off. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I read something in their old chat that made my blood freeze. She's pregnant, with his child. A child I have not been able to give him for the past 10 years we've been married. My husband is going to be a father. But not with me. With my work colleague. The same woman I asked to test him. I set the fire. And now I'm burning in it. I haven't said a word to him. He doesn't know that I know. Every day, I carry this weight in silence. I want to scream. I want to ask him why. But I'm afraid. Afraid of what he'll say. Afraid of what this means for our marriage. Afraid that maybe I destroyed something that was already fragile. I keep asking myself, what should I do now? Do I walk away? Do I forgive him? Do I fight for a marriage I helped break? I just want peace. I want my joy back. But right now, I feel like I'm drowning in regret. And the worst part is, I did this to myself. Maybe you're wondering why I even trusted her with something so sensitive. Honestly, I thought it was safe. She was engaged. She always talked about her fiancé, how they were getting married soon, how they were planning their new life in Canada. I never saw her as a threat. She wasn't interested in my husband. She had her own life, her own man. That's what made me feel comfortable using her to test him. I thought, if anyone would do this harmlessly, it would be her. I never imagined she would cross the line. At first, I thought I was in control. After all, she was just helping me test him, right? I need your honest opinion, even if it doesn't sound pleasant.